Warm welcome to CA Raja classes and thank you so much for joining this mini and micro webinar. Before we get into the discussion, let me just take a couple of minutes to introduce myself. I am CA N Raja, a chartered accountant by qualification, a teacher and trainer by passion, and teacher for 3 lakh plus students worldwide. I started my career as a banker with State Bank of India. Then after a period of 4 years, I got into CA practice. I had my practice for 7.5 years. But I realized my calling is teaching. I started focusing on teaching and training, and today with the blessings of God we have 3 lakh plus students worldwide. So now it's time for us to get into the session. Current asset can be funded by two sources. One is current liability. It means if you are netting the portion of current assets funded by current liability, you will have some leftover, and that leftover is called as net working capital. So current assets can be funded by net working capital. Net working capital, how we are deriving this? From current asset, we are deducting the current liability. Current asset minus current liability is called as net working capital. In various occasions or in various places, I have seen current asset minus current liability is called as working capital. No, current asset minus current liability is called as net working capital, and net working capital basically represents the long-term funds that are coming for building the current assets. And these long-term funds may be a composition of equity and long-term loans. Okay, so equity and long-term loans put together make the long-term funds, and that only becomes the source for net working capital. It means current asset is also getting funded through equity and long-term liability through net working capital. Okay, already we know what is net working capital. Then what is this working capital gap? Let's try to understand. Now we know net working capital is nothing but current asset minus current liability. Let's say the current asset is 10 crore and current liability is like 7 crore. So the remaining 3 crore, is nothing but net working capital. Then what is this working capital gap? From where this concept of working capital gap, first of all, has come into picture? The concept of working capital gap has come into picture because of maximum permissible bank finance method. That method says you have to estimate the current asset, or you have to find out the current asset. From the current asset, you have to see how much of the current assets are funded by other current liability. And when you consider other current liability, you have to exclude the bank borrowings which has been raised for funding this current asset. Okay. So from current asset, if you exclude the other current liability, you will see how much of the current asset has been funded by other sources. And that's what we call as working capital gap. It means this other source can be a combination. It can be a combination of this net working capital, okay, or we can also call this as margin and bank finance. Okay, so if I put some numbers, I think it will make it even more clear. Let's say the estimated current asset is 10 crore and other current liability, say it is around 4 crore. It means this 10 crore has already been funded or will be funded by other current liability 4 crore. It means what will be the pending asset requiring funding? It is this 6 crore. It means I can build 10 crore with the support of this 4 crore. It means I will require further support of 6 crore, and that's what we call as working capital gap. And this working capital gap can be funded by bank finance and it can be funded by margin. Let's say the business owner is bringing a margin of 2.5 crore. It means the remaining 3.5 crore will be the eligible bank finance. Okay, so let's be clear. What is working capital gap? Net working capital, we have an idea. Working capital gap is nothing but the current asset minus other current liability. It means here we are excluding bank borrowing. Okay, is this clear? If it is clear, just give a thumbs up so we can move on to the next.
Thank you for watching this webinar. I am sure you have derived value from this webinar. And if you wish to learn more, I have some good opportunity for you. What is that? Check out.
It is this Credit and Financial Analysis Mastery course exclusively designed for bankers and for those who want to have bankers' point of view. This is a course which we have developed after a detailed analysis, a thorough discussion with several hundreds of bankers and finance professionals. We have identified what is their exact requirement when it comes to SME and corporate credit and financial analysis. In this mastery bundle, I'm going to give you access to various courses. To start with, we have course number 1, Basics of Credit Analysis. In this course, we have explained the basics of credit analysis through various sections, section 1 to 9. Next comes course number 2, that is how to read balance sheet. In this course, we have explained what is balance sheet, how to read them, how to approach them by using real life financial statements. Then comes course number 3, how to do financial ratio analysis like a banker. In this course, we have explained all critical ratios that are analyzed by the bankers, and we have also explained through case studies. Then we have course number 4, how to do cash flow analysis. So through this course you will understand what is cash flow analysis, how to do a typical cash flow analysis. We have used case studies, and reference to Ind AS is also included in this course. Then we have course number 5, that is how to do fund flow analysis. This is a critical financial analysis tool, and in this course you will learn what is fund flow statement, how to analyze them from banker's angle, how to prepare fund flow statement from academic angle as well. So overall 5 courses, each 1499. So aggregate price should be 7495, but you are not going to pay that. For you, it's just rupees 2499 for 1 year access, or rupees 4999 for lifetime access. And it is not yet over, you have some more bonus. Bonus is course number 6, how to carry out credit risk rating for non-trading entities. These are all the topics covered in this course. Then course number 7, it is how to carry out credit risk rating for trading entities. Not yet over, you also have access to course number 8, that is how to prepare CMA report for bank loans. It's a comprehensive course which will run for 8 plus 5 hours, and you will learn entire CMA report preparation process. And course number 9, how to prepare cash budget for bank loans. Course number 10, how to assess fund-based working capital. So in this course you will understand what is working capital, what are working capital credit facilities, and how to assess them, what are the key ratios that are related to working capital, and what are the additional key analysis that will be done by bankers on working capital matters. You will get a comprehensive understanding of cash credit, export finance, and there are certain on-demand videos as well. So 5 plus 5, 10 courses of value close to 15,000 rupees, but you are going to get it for 1 year access rupees 2499, lifetime access rupees 4999. Not yet over. You are going to get access to the 11th course, how to assess non-fund based credit facility. So in this course you will learn about letter of credit, bank guarantee, its assessment as well. Then comes course number 12, how to do term loan appraisal and assessment, because it's a complex process with a lot many technicalities. So this course covers all in detail. And course number 13, basic elements of loan proposal. So how a typical loan proposal will be, what are the basic elements that are covered in this course. And we have course number 14, case study on credit analysis. Various case studies based on practical experience and discussion with various bankers and finance professionals are included in this course. And course number 15, this is about collateral securities, where you get knowledge about collateral securities. So overall it's 15 courses of value close to 22,485. It's 1,000 plus lectures. You can subscribe for 1 year access or lifetime access as you wish. These are all pre-recorded courses, so you can access them anytime as per your convenience. You can access them in mobile app or desktop, and for you the price is not 22,485, it is rather 2,499 for 1 year access or 4,999 for lifetime access. You can check the link in description, where without using any discount coupon code you can enroll at this discounted price, because it's a discount applied link. and not yet over. You're also eligible for some more bonus. The bonus is access to various ebooks and e-resources. You are going to get access to various financial ratios ebooks, financial management related ebooks. You will get access to financial analysis related ebooks, credit analysis ebooks. Not yet over. You will also get access to other resources like test series, templates, audiobooks, video books, career guidance material, and a bonus resource. Check the link in description and enroll now.